What's up, guys? Welcome back for another replay review. This one's going to be a mirror matchup. Deli versus Deli. I got myself here and then my opponent over on the west side, Def Z. He was Diamond 2 coming into the match. I was Diamond 1. I know mirror matchups aren't always the most exciting. However, I did think this one was pretty interesting, and then I think a Deli mirror can make for some pretty fun gameplay in general. Because both civs generally have to play pretty aggressive and try to take map control, right? So we do run into his scout right in the center, so I'm going to break away the other side. Just kind of scout down this seam. We'll kind of take a look at his path as well. If we look at our bases, I've got gold out front, Barry's and deer in back. He's got his gold in the back, Barry's in the back, and his deer are out front. I can see these sheep on the corners I'm trying to grab here, but they're not picking up in my field of vision. This is an interesting wood line. I don't know if I realized this in game that just completely locks everything out. So you can see he's going pretty aggressive as well, coming all the way down on my side. We're going with our standard age up. So with Deli, it's always interesting to see if they're going to go Dome of Faith or Dome of Faith or Tower of Victory. Both of those, depending on which landmark, the game can play out quite differently, right? Dome of Faith, a little more tempo, a little more geared toward castle, where Tower of Victory is more of a feudal play. You get the 20%, I guess what they say is really 15% additional attack speed on your any infantry units. Let's see, so he's circling back around. I did swing up to grab these here. Not ideal on my scout path, but a couple sheep there that we wanted to take. I did also want to acknowledge we did hit 100 subscribers on YouTube, so thanks a bunch to everybody who's subscribed so far. I would like to do some kind of giveaway. I'm not exactly sure what to do AOE 4 related. Thought about maybe giving away a copy of the game. I think most people that watch probably already play. If you have any ideas, let me know if you think that may work. If you already have the game, you can gift it to somebody else, somebody that maybe wants to play or hasn't had a chance to. I'll probably do that sometime next week. What is today? Today is the day of the AOE 4 finals. So check that out if you haven't yet. That actually just concluded, but I won't spoil anything here. But yeah, like I said, I'd like to do some kind of giveaway. So just let me know what you think may be best, and then one of my videos next week, I'll announce that. Let's see. So he has... Where does Scout go? Okay, so he's circling back around to his base. He's got 8 sheep. We just dropped off 10, so we did pretty well. We're aging up with the Dome of the Faith, and then on his side, he's also aging with Dome of the Faith. And of course, we have not scouted that yet, but I would like to get to his side fairly soon just to see what we have going on. And with Deli, I'm not real concerned about him having units coming to my base right away, right? There's no age up with that, but we want to see what he's aging up with and what kind of production he's going to make. Alright, fishing production is in. Ecotechs are coming in. I haven't started forestry. I'm just going to go with double broadaxe first. Let's see if he's got forestry coming in. Good job on his side. Now he went with a little different age up. He went 8 to food, 3 to gold, and then rallied to wood. And I think now we should have had this on bills per resource, but yeah, he's got just the 4 on food. Whereas I typically go 9 and 2, 9 to food, 2 to gold. We're going to have a little more food here once we hit H2, and you can see we're actually going to beat him just slightly. Yeah, just by a few seconds, but we're up. Alright, Scholar's queued up. Going to click around to all of our tech ups, and then we got the stable coming down. No stable from his side yet. We are picking up a few sheep, or at least one from where he had already scouted. Alright, then we're going to sneak in here and just see what he's got going on. Alright, stable is now coming down for him. We've almost got ours up. You can see we've got food, so we can get Ghazi's out right away as well. Our opponent, checking his history, he's exclusively a Delhi player as well, or for the most part anyway. Alright, so we're up. Ghazi and Q. Let's see where he's at. So he should have enough for Ghazi as well. He's got a little more wood than us. He's also got a Scholar loaded. Alright, our Ghazi's almost out. Okay, now he's got one queued up. You can see we're checking out his base, so we know what he aged up with. We know he's got the stable. So, a lot of decisions to be made here. With the stable, I do go ahead and drop the barracks. Alright, his Ghazi's now on my scout. That's a little unfortunate. We've got majority of the information that I need right now. Right, got enough for another Scholar here. Now, I'll start dropping blacksmiths as well. Oh, I probably didn't help that I ran right into that. Now we are back on his berries, so a little bit of idle time. We're not going to pick up that veil, unfortunately. Alright, but only production we see so far is the stable. So that's going to cue us to go ahead and get some spearmen out. And we've already got the upgrade. Another thing, of course, important in this game are sacred sites. So if we look at the placement of these, we've got two that are right together, and then one way down south. All right, so I'm going to run him back. I've got a spearman waiting here. So I don't want to lose this Ghazi. I can go back and heal up, right? All right, so we've got a few spearmen. We're going to be able to take that fight very, very well. We're really heavy on food units with Ghazis and spearmen, so I don't need as much on wood here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start moving out towards sacred sites. Like I said, with these two being close together and us having a little bit of the map control right now, we should be able to snag those without too much contention, which is a huge deal in these Delhi mirrors, right? I went way over on wood. We got two blacksmiths coming down now. This could have been a lumber camp, but I needed a house. I'm actually house right now, so you can see. He hasn't taken the lead yet. He's already gotten textiles. Let's take a look in his base. So he is reacting to the spearman. He's got an archery range. Now, in general, spearman Ghazi is going to be quite a bit easier to micro than Ghazi archer. Scout, he's coming around here. We're chasing his scout. We're gonna bring him. Do we catch that? A little slow to react here. There we go. That feels pretty bad. I could have picked up those 3 sheep. But we've got both sacred sites. For some reason I waited on this one. Third one's going out. I think I just wanted to make sure they weren't gonna die. Edelville there. I don't need the other scout. But that is pretty big, so we've got 2 sacred sites already. He's not going to be able to fight this just yet. Alright, and then we get there at the same time on the south side. So even though he's got Dome of the Faith, how many... Let's see, he's got 6. We both got 6 scholars. See idle again. Alright, we are getting research in both blacksmiths, which is good. Catch me a little out of position here again. So far, so good. We're getting these walled off. There we go. You can see he is banking a lot of food, while also moving out. We should have market coming pretty soon. Did run a Ghazi down to get that Scholar off. We're gonna have all 3 sacred sites. But you can see he's taking out units. I haven't actually killed anything just yet, but we have a little bit of a bigger mass. Scholars have moved out. We'll make sure when we get to castle that we can snag these relics. But as it looks like he's making a little more of a play for castle than me right now. So one thing you don't want to do is, try not to do, is overcommit, right? Or commit to feudal. But we are in, yeah, that was, I built a lumber camp instead of a mill there. Whoops. So no more scholars for me. We've got, what do we have? 7 of them. It's okay for now. He's got 8 or 9. Oh, he has 8. Alright, a little bit of a mistake here as well. Letting him grab that. I'm trying to pull back and maybe make my own way to castle. Still kind of gauging. Got the market. Let's take a look at what we're watching. So, with what he's got so far, right, Ghazi Archer, my best counter really is going to be more Ghazis. So, I do drop a second stable for now. We've still got a lot on wood. You can see, yeah, he's just about to castle. And taking this sacred site. Not sure why we're not moving out here to fight this just yet. Let's take a look at what we got going on back in his base. Pro Scout's underway. He did, I missed it here, but he did a pretty good job of killing these deer spread out. And he's using the Pro Scouts to bring those back home. Alright, he's on his way to castle with the House of Learning. And then we're moving out to contest or take these back. And also, we're going to wall off our top side where all of our food. And also another big goal. If you look at the overall spawn, I do think we had the advantage here. It's pretty big too, getting free scholar kills. This is my scholar. So he's aging up with 8, so not a super rushed age up. More walls. He does have, I'm not sure if he can use that gate. You can see we're gonna bail from the wood. Probably should have gone to the berries first, but we're gonna go to those deer. Already out here on a few of the relics, getting ready to take those. And we're recapping that sacred site. He is just about to hit castle. And we should be pretty well on our way too. So he ages up. We're feeling pretty good about the timing, knowing that we've already had a pretty good military advantage, so we're just going to move into his base. Oh no, another scholar. Not sure what I did. I must have idled my TC a little bit here. He's got a 2-vil advantage already. No vills down yet. You can see we're cruising. We're going to be aging up very soon as well. But having all the sacred sites is a huge, huge advantage. I mean, that's a big part of what Delhi does, and taking that away swings this pretty well in our favor. Alright, so we're going to age up with the Compounded Defender. You see, he went with House of Learning. He's actually going with Reinforced Foundations first. Yeah, I don't think he can use that gate. Alright, so we're taking the fight to him. We've got numbers. Fortunately, we only get 2 vills there. And then, one thing I talk about a lot, I don't want to get my army hung out here, but with these numbers, man, I can almost turn around and just take that. I just want to get the Ghazis out before they die. Maybe try to pick up a couple more vills on the way. Yep. Raging up. Also a 10 on the Compound Defender. I didn't have a lot of vills still in my base, so that's what we've got. But he's still kind of stuck in his base here. He's not picking up any relics yet. Good job on him using the blacksmith. Right. He's also upgrading a spearman. And then we're just going to take that fight. Basically surrender those. Alright, so we are up. We also want to make sure we go through and get our techs, and then we are out on, I believe, all of the relics. He's got that one picked up. At some point here, we should be picking these up. Okay, there's one, there's two. Got one that's back at my base. Now he's trying to cap that. There's that one. Alright, so pretty good shape for us. Still mostly controlling sacred sites. He's been in castle a little longer. He's upgrading units. We are not. We're just going to transition to gold units. Let's see. Okay, he's got honed blades coming in now as well. So we went for compounded defenders, so we're not going to have honed blades. We are moving to stone from wood. Not going to need a whole lot of wood here. And then we also got the Ghazi, or the Scholar, so we're going to try to pick up that last relic as well. Alright, I'm going to have to bail off these front berries. I do have another berries up north, but we haven't moved out that way just yet. As far as composition, my Ghazis aren't going to do a whole lot for me right now against all these spears, but we do have a lot of numbers. Most of his army is trailing behind, so a little out of position. Picking up a lot of damage while they're trying to run away. Now, he's bringing the Scholars to heal in a fight. I've only got one. This isn't something I typically do a lot of. However, I've got essentially all melee, so they're going to do a little better than if I had archers. But my thought right now is, got the sacred sites, advantage. Okay. Who's trading a little better here? Scholars are actually doing a pretty good job. Now, one thing we're doing on the backside is we're trying to accumulate stone so we can get a keep up front here as well. Alright, but again, we've got the sacred sites. We should have relic number 5 coming in. You can see he's got nothing on gold right now. Now, either do we, but we are getting some gold, and he is not. So he's primarily going, what does he have? He's got a lot of spearmen, quite a bit of men-at-arms. 3 scholars here. Starting to look a little dicey. Good job by him. He's got a little more food. Or what? He's taking some stone as well. Oh no. I don't think I noticed that wolf. Alright, so we picked up enough stone. We are dropping our first keep. Doesn't really have enough to kill us yet, and we got the defender's advantage, right? One big mistake I made here. I've got this second stable, but I don't have them queued together. That could be a problem. We are getting our blacksmith techs. Are we getting... Yep, just now getting the moss techs. So I've got the first castle down before that goes down. As soon as this keep comes up, we'll have some pretty good cover fire to try to fight this. Let me see, he's just streaming units, streaming spearmen. I just want to push him out of here a little bit. He's still got numbers on us. He's got numbers, but we got value. A little bit of the counter. Now, he does have the honed blades in, so he's got 17 attack on his men-at-arms. I've only got 13. My +2 isn't in just yet. Does he have any lancers yet? No, and again, you can see he's still not collecting any gold. We are collecting a lot, probably too much. Village Fortress is not in just yet because he took this down, so we got to finish that. Finish that upgrade. So we're essentially off of wood now, so pretty different army comps. He's going all Ghazi and Spearmen, but we're going gold units. You can see he's getting pretty good advantage with numbers. We do finish walling that off to where we can go try to take it again. But right now, I'm feeling pretty good. I've got 2 TCs will be in shortly. And we've got huge relic advantage and the sacred side advantage. This is a pretty big pickup here too, catching those out. So again, looking at comps, pretty happy to go knights here. Just in a 1-for-1, we're gonna beat the spearmen, right? And I think I've got enough eco where I can try to keep up with that. A little bit of a mistake here. All right, now we're fighting. And again, we are stacking up some stone behind. Really, I just need to live here. If I can live, we're going to start scaling. Alright, much better in this exchange. We need to take out the scholars. There we go. Got the crossbows focusing down the scholars now. Alright, more Ghazis coming from him. And then you see he's still got numbers. We'll be making a farm transition. I am utilizing the market a bit. Or I will be. Alright. He's got the keep in the center. He's not researching village fortresses just yet. Do we have... Okay. Ours is online. We do have enough stone now for another keep. And again, what we're seeing... Mostly Ghazis, I guess, to... One, he doesn't have gold, and 2, to counter the crossbows, but... Men-at-Arms Ghazis are... kind of what I'm looking for as I'm going into Lancers. Alright, another keep coming up front. It's going to make it very, very hard to push in. Alright, I do think we have the stables queued up together now. See, even with numbers, we're doing okay here. And this keep is about to go up. We're gonna lose a couple vills. That's okay. We got the village printers online. I don't think this is all the way repaired. That's unfortunate. All right, again we hold. And again we've got vills coming out of each of the keeps as well. Alright, so he's trying to take position on the center. He's still got the numbers advantage. We are now back on the 3rd sacred site. So if we look, he's got a bit of a farm transition coming in as well. His last back gold is drying up. But again, with the fortunate spawn, we got a big gold on our side and then another one that's here accessible to us. All of his are out front, which is a little unfortunate. Alright, let's send him back home. If we look at eco, we're killing in the gold right now. Where this can be a little tough is the food transition, making all these vills at the same time. So he's killed 7 vills, we killed 2, and we should be taking the vill lead here shortly. But again, the longer this goes, the more I'm feeling confident about it. So again, we're just going to scale that much better. 3 sacred sites, 5 relics, right now on 3 TCs. He did drop his mosque, so he's got, alright, village fortresses on the way. Okay, that is up. So we got our techs coming in from the compounded defender. Let's see how he's doing. He's got the elephant upgrade in. Now he's getting hardy rash. I'd maybe almost prioritize that a little more. That helps the eco quite a bit. So far, 25 minutes into the game, not an elephant has been spotted. Again, he's making mostly food and wood units. A lot of Ghazis, a lot of spears. What's he up to? 15 spears, 11 Ghazis. Again, our Lancers should trade really well into this, right? Got a few men-at-arms. But we're going to drop more stables and just keep up with the Lancers. Right, caught a little bit out of position. I don't want to take that head on. We've got more units that'll be coming here. Let's see. Yep, they're all being used. Scholars garrisoning, so we'll have a lot of Lancers coming here. That's one thing with this eco advantage, we should just be able to spam those premium units that ideally will kind of walk through this, right? Pretty sure, yep, we're aware of that keep out in the center now. Didn't really scout this wall coming up. I'm not sure if I can, yeah, I can see that now. Again, if we look at our income, we're in pretty good shape here. Now we're up to 12 lead. And our army value is a little higher, even though he's got more numbers. Again, we're spamming Lancers. And we should be able to just overwhelm this, right? Village Fortress is almost in. It's just not taking much gold right now. If he can hold this position, he's got the 2 big gold veins there. And then one that's down to the south. But again, we're feeling pretty good with this mass. We're going to drop another keep over on this sacred site. He's decapping both. The rest of his army in the front. Oh, Scholar's going down. Get him. Not quite. We're feeling pretty good about this fight. Try to get those crossbows out of there. Spots to keep. That should get up. Alright, there's another one, and then we also dropped a 3rd keep in the front. He does have village fortresses now. Do we have no boiling oil just yet? I don't have a lot of scholars garrisoned for research speeds. Let's take a look at, slow this down just for a second. Just kind of check where we're at. So I've got the last blacksmith tech coming in. I think that he has, yep, so he does have all of them. He's got all of his house learning techs in. He's got the eco techs as well. You can kind of see where the eco's really scaling in our favor now, especially with the gold. No longer taking stone. I do have enough for another keep. Just make sure I'm not producing any villas out of the keeps at the moment. You can see here now, not only do we have the unit quality advantage, we've got the unit number advantage. He's still making, he's banking a lot of resources. What's he gonna go for here? All right, more spearmen, a couple lancers, more scholars. Yeah, a lot of scholars. Popped a couple trebs out. We're gonna go to work on this castle. Just gonna clean this up in the center. We're feeling pretty good now. It got a little rocky there during that big transition. Alright, a lot of spearmen. How are we going to do? He's got emplacements on the towers. Springald is shooting at units. Not ideal. We're just kind of running around. We need to get rid of these scholars. They're doing a lot of work. Right, there we go. So we got Ghazi, Spearmen, Scholars in queue. Oh, now he's dropping the oh shit key. You see, we are now up to almost a 40 bill advantage. We killed a couple bills here in the center. We'll slow that down just a tick just to kind of check this out again. So we recaptured there. Not retaking the other one yet, but again, we've got the 5 relics as well. Yep, more and more farms and food coming in. We're really just pulling away at this point. Yeah, I do think that mid game got a little interesting there. Even though I had the scholar or the sacred sites and the all the relics, you can kind of see on the honed blades really held up pretty well with the men at arms. Oh, keep does go up. Yeah, it's still just, it's got a lot more production than I do. We have enough that we could add some more, which we are going to do here. Now we're just going to go to finish it. Yep, so we dropped a bunch of stables in the center here. We're just going to go for the kill. Got him knocked off that gold. Let him get away with this. I mean, thought it was pretty well in hand at that point. Let's take a look at the graphs. So it wasn't really here until late in the game where I pulled away with the Vills. We did have that. Okay, this is where I threw away a lot of my military in the back, and then he had a pretty good military lead for a lot of that. That wall to the north helped me a lot. If you look at score even, yeah, so he had a pretty good score lead. I guess a lot of that's probably just the military numbers. I never really felt like I was in trouble there. I felt like I was pretty well in control, just, again, having all the gold. Yeah, I mean, if you look at that. Eco, over 3 times more gold. Quite a bit more food. He did have more stone than us, huh? Quite a bit, huh? Almost 8K wood. That feels bad. So there you have it. I always find that mirror matchup interesting. Just to see how the other players play it. I typically have a pretty tough time. Most players I run into still use the Tower of Victory, so it just makes for an interesting dynamic as far as you know, which one's going to play out over the game. But yeah, that one went our way. He put up a good fight, good game to him. And yeah, if you guys stuck around to the end, feel free to drop a rating, leave a follow on the channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.